Right now, there is a silent but massive struggle happening in the world. There are no guns or bombs, but billions of dollars are on the line. On one side, there is the United States, on the other, China. And while these two countries clash, the consequences end up affecting all of us. So, what does this trade war really mean? And why does it have such a negative impact on everyone? Imagine this: there are two extremely powerful people in the world. Both are the richest, most influential figures in their area, and both believe they should be the leader. That's basically the relationship between the US and China. But instead of throwing punches or shouting at each other, they compete using money, trade, and technology. This isn't a military war, but sometimes its effects are felt just as strongly. For years, the United States has accused China of producing goods too cheaply, disrupting global markets, and copying American technology. China responds by saying, "You're just trying to stop my growth and hold me back." So, what happens next? Tariffs increase on both sides, bans are put in place, and major companies can end up on blacklists overnight. At first, this may sound like a problem only between these two countries, but in reality, it affects everyone. Phone prices go up, cars become more expensive, and electronic devices cost more because their production almost always involves China, the US, or both. The real battle is happening in technology: artificial intelligence, computer chips, 5G networks, and advanced defense systems. At this point, the issue is no longer who sells more, but who will control the future. The United States wants to lead in these areas while China says, "No, it's my turn." That's why this trade war is really just the visible part of a much bigger power struggle. Experts even describe it as a new Cold War, but this time, instead of missiles, there are factories, and instead of soldiers, there are companies. The most interesting part is that no one really knows when this will end or who will win. But one thing is certain: as the US and China continue to clash, the world becomes more expensive, more tense, and more uncertain. This isn't just their fight, it's something that affects our lives, our wallets, and our future.